Yay! We got a car. Buy an apartment is next, apparently. Had Jason ever thought that an inconspicuous high school girl would be his wife? I definitely hadn't. Wow, however, it's time to stop doubting myself and others. Yes, it's hard to believe that Ashley have succeeded, but it is really happening. Life is getting better. Now I can think about moving from this terrible area to a better place. Maybe not even for rental housing. Okay. With regards to purchasing, what's our next major purchase? Car of business class. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Buy a flat, maybe, would be the next thing, I guess. It's quite a bit of money. Or suit, potentially. But with regards to education, oh, we can graduate from university right now. I cannot believe that everything happened so quickly. Just yesterday, I finished high school, and today I'm already getting a university diploma. Rent a flat was disabled. Not enough money. Gosh darn. 622 days, a bit under 2 years, and graduated high school, college, and university in that time. Ashley is truly something else. Good job, Ashley. Good job. Okay, that actually will unlock some new job stuff. There we go. Work in an office, a well-known company office in the city center. Interesting work, a good salary. Everything is fine, but now I want my own business. Okay, yeah, let's get back to renting that flat. Great. And actually, this job gains comfort, so we don't even really need to worry about comfort at all anymore. We could maybe even outsource food to a personal chef, right? And if we're getting $7,000 a day from our job, $2,000 a day for a personal chef, and that'll get the respect up as well. Seems like a good deal. I've heard that this chef used to work for a millionaire. I wonder if it's true or not, but in any case, it's so nice when you have someone who's always ready to cook delicious breakfast or dinner. We'll try it. Great. So now all we need to worry about is our health. Wow. To the clinic, I guess. Maybe the private clinic. I've done the normal clinic. Great. Okay. Back to my job. This game just became just easy mode. And back to health. It's like we don't, now that we've got a personal chef and our job actually gives us comfort, we don't even need to worry about food or comfort anymore. We're already up above $100,000 again. Man. Is this what success feels like? Okay, are we close to any of our new purchase? Oh, suit, yeah. What does a suit even do for us? I guess we could buy it. But does it unlock any new employments? Study abroad is required for managing company. Study abroad requires a visa. A visa requires a rating of 50,000. Not sure what a suit does. Oh, car of business class requires a suit. I guess we could buy a suit. Give us some more reputation, which is always nice. Sure. We got a suit! Yay, we have all the clothing. Great. Okay, back to work then. Actually, first we're going to Go to our private clinic, and now it's back to work. Alright. Yeah, let's go to the gym and the club. And back to the gym and the club. Let's just get that respect up. Alright, we'll need to go back to work for a bit. Man, having a personal chef makes life easy. And Visa. Visa gives an opportunity to travel and discover the world. Great. Personal chef disabled. Oh well. Study abroad. My decision to study abroad surprised everyone, but I dreamed about it since I was a little girl. Great. Now we're studying abroad, which means we can manage a company. $30,000 a day. Perfect. Okay. What's even left? We've studied abroad, we got our visa, we have all our education things. I mean, we could buy more stuff. Gets to the point where we can, like, buy a villa, I guess. We could get into business. But for now, we'll go to employment. How's managing a company look? Pretty decent. We'll get our personal chef back on staff, though. And it only has 1 health. Alright, we're up to 67. Oh, wait, are we at $720,000? Wow. Okay. We could start selling cosmetics. Doesn't seem like a great return on investment, though. So, like, if we do it... Oh, now that's just automatically giving us money. Oh, great. No. Alright, back to employment then. Here. Private clinic, there we go, great. How is the purchasing looking? Oh, we can get a car of business class. Great. Okay. Sure. Or maybe we could get a business. Yeah, we'll go for the businesses first. Get the snowball even bigger. Oh yeah, this game has gone full clicker at this point, by the way. Beauty salon, hairdressers, makeup artists, and nail technicians of my beauty salon will transform any person to a Hollywood star. Great. That's another extra $1,000 a day, plus all that reputation. Perfect. Back to managing a company. Okay, man. How many days in are we? 943? Okay. Okay, what's our purchasing looking like? We could easily get a car of business class. We should probably try to save it for a flat. Is that, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that like $2 million for buying a flat? The next business thing is lease an office, so that's not happening for a while. Okay, I guess we'll go for buying a flat next, which is like $2 million. Is this enough money to buy the flat? Yeah, there we go. How many do we have? 2 followed by 6 zeros. Yeah, that's 2 million. How long I've been looking forward to this. I can buy the flat on my own. That's unbelievable. I'll do my best to make this apartment the best place on earth. Awesome. My house is my castle. And I guess we're also renting a flat, because why the heck not? Anyways, small business buy an office. Recently I've been afraid to know that what is happening today will be just a dream. We are really starting our business. Let it be just small office today, but for me it's the real magic. Of course, Jason helped me very much, and I could not have achieved this without his help. I think my mom would be proud to know that Jason is her son-in-law. Good. Okay, back to work. So, buying an office is next, I guess. Yeah, that's going to be like $10 million probably, I guess. Yeah. Oh. Well, be treated broad helped a lot. Is that supposed to be a 100 and not a 10? I wonder. Oh. And at this point, because my job gives me comfort and I have a personal chef, comfort and food mean basically nothing. So. Maybe I should buy that car. That car of business class. Sure, why the heck not? There we go. Okay. Although well, it's kind of nice for it to be, be able to have this money and freedom to do all the things that we want at this point. I won't deny that the game has become lost a bit of its depth as it's gone on now. And at this point, it's just work, 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 buy the next thing, work, 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 work. Occasionally go into the clinic to get that health up. How's their purchasing looking? Still not quite enough to buy an office. And their next business is leasing the office, so, yeah. Still gotta keep working. Keep on working on. I wonder if we get anything for basically doing everything. It would be nice. Not sure if I'll count on it though. And there we go. $10 million, right? The office in the business center is a good investment. Even if I do not figure out what to do with this office, it can always be rented or sold. Great. Conquest of the sea, buy a yacht. I think I know what would become a really amazing present for Jason. I need only to find experienced seafarer and ask him for a recommendation what boat to choose better. Let it be a big waste of money, but I can afford it. It will be the best way to thank my lovely assistant and advisor ever. Lease the office. Wow, that's an extra $3,000 a day. Great. Okay. It's been a while since I've been to some of these other tabs. So what's next then? Next purchase could be a yacht or a villa. With regards to the businesses, restaurants, which requires one, and then followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zeros. It's like 100 million. Oh my gosh. Okay. Back to the daily grind then. These numbers have gotten quite big, haven't they? And we've only been at it for 1,488 days, man. But we have built a great life here, I think. Seems to be the case. Not quite sure why we're still standing just outside like this, but whatever. So, I guess while we're kind of in this part of the game where we just kind of mindlessly do things, some thoughts on the game. For one, it definitely shares a lot of DNA with clicker games. If you don't like them, I'm not sure you'll actually like this game. Also, it doesn't take super long to see, or at least so far it's not looking like it's going to take super long to see basically everything the game has to offer. I mean, we've only been playing for, what, maybe an hour and a half, maybe. And we're already to the point where we're basically at the end game, just kind of saving up money and stuff to get, like, the last few things. You can get a season ticket to the spa, but that doesn't really do anything since, again, our job actually gives us comfort, so. But, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world that the game kind of simplifies like this towards the end. It is a bit of the shame that we don't have to, at the very least, have the challenge of managing our stats. But our other stats, with the fact that we've got our personal chef, which keeps our hunger at full. We've got our job now gives us comfort, so that's not a problem. Okay, we can get a restaurant. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll buy restaurants. There you go, $10,000 a day from the restaurant. That's actually pretty good supplement to the income. Good. At this point, we're just kind of filling out a checklist of last things to get. And actually, like, so the entire premise of this game is the kind of abandoned orphan living on the street sort of thing. And honestly, that didn't take too long to get out of. I mean, that was like the first 30 minutes of the game, and since then, it's basically just been the, yeah, climbing the corporate ladder simulator sort of deal. So I think now I'm not going to criticize the game for not being something that it isn't, but it certainly would have been interesting if we got maybe a more in-depth simulation of specifically the kind of street urchin, homeless, orphaned child sort of thing. Again, I mean, if that's not the direction the game wants it to go in, that's perfectly fine. Not wanting to criticize the game just for not being something that it's not trying to be, but I do think that potentially some missed potential there. Now, I'm not even sure if I wasn't making this video, if I'd even feel really compelled to try to basically, like, 100% this game, but I am, so that's where we are. We can look at the journal. There's probably a lot of entries that we didn't get to really see. Interestingly, some of these goals seem to have come up at times that really kind of weird for them to come up. Like, anyways. Like, obviously some of those missions I didn't even really see because I'd already finished them by the time they came up. Also, just one minor UI complaint. I really wish it saved, as you're going between tabs, it saved how far you'd scroll down in a tab, because it is mildly annoying to kind of go to health and then go back to employment and like, oh look, it's all the hobo things. No, I need to scroll down to get back to managing the company. Again, that's a minor complaint, but it is a bit of a nuisance. Are we good to buy anything yet? No, yacht's like $2 million. I think I want to go for the spa before the yacht, just because the spa will give us more money. That way it'll make buying the yacht faster. So the spa is what? $250 million or something? I don't know. But anyway, so this series is clearly wrapping up a bit. Another thing about this game I will say is there doesn't appear to be a whole lot of replay value. Like, I'm not quite sure what value you'd get out of starting over. I mean, I guess you could change the order you do things, or if you wanted to kind of roleplay a bit more, there's potentially some room for that. But the progression is fairly linear, and generally it seems that you're probably going to end up going towards the same end game regardless. And I guess you could theoretically kind of try to see what's like the fastest possible way you can get to the point of, say, buying a yacht is. Try to speed run it, I guess. Although even that doesn't necessarily seem like it'll be the most compelling thing, since it's, of course, complete. Since it's, of course, I don't know, I mean, it's not really kind of, there's no real execution challenge to it. It's just figure out the most direct routes. The routes would probably just be a bunch of math. Which, I mean, math is fun, but yeah. And as far as where I'm not sure, I don't think there are like multiple endings. So that doesn't really have that going for it. I'm not even sure if it has a proper ending. We'll see. After we finish this Conquest of the Sea, I think we'll have done just about well, there's the villa as well. Okay, so we've got to buy a yacht and a villa, and then we'll basically have done everything, and I guess then we'll get to see if there's a proper end to it. Or not. I don't know. It'd be cool to see if maybe her parents were alive this whole time and she reunites with them. And that would be an interesting twist. Although her parents seem to be pretty dead. But you never know. Oops, wrong job. See, this is why we need the automatic scroll thing. How many days have we been at? 2,660. Nice. And yachts time. There's no need to rent a yacht when you can buy one, especially if you spend half of the year traveling. Home sweet home. Buy a villa. Perhaps I'm starting to realize the importance of comfort, especially today, because we need to think about the future. Therefore, a country house is an excellent variant for consideration. I'm sorry that my parents did not live nowadays. If they saw how their daughter lives, I think they would be very happy to know about the upcoming grandchildren. Perhaps if Jason does not mind, we will call our daughter after my mother. It's interesting how our old Richie Jr. will react to the appearance of a new member of the family. We can build him a huge booth in the backyard so that he likes the new house. However, the poor puppy from the gateway was too lucky in life to complain about the change of residence, like poor Ashley. Okay. Last thing to do, buy a villa, which that's $700 million. Okay. After playing this game, maybe my clicking has been fast enough to try out some get into esports or something. I don't know. Honestly, kind of a little speedrun of this game wouldn't necessarily be the most boring thing in the world to watch, I guess. I don't know. Wouldn't be the most exciting, that's for sure, though. I think we're up to $100 million. Great. See, this is when you get to one of those automatic clicker things, right? That being said, though, you do need to kind of go between tabs and stuff, so I'm not quite sure that would actually work. Also, our respect is up. I think we're actually over 1 million respect, if I'm counting the numbers correct. Yeah. I do kind of miss buying food, buying a sandwich, you know. But it's just not a necessity anymore now that I've got a private chef. Or personal chef. It's a capitalist society. The chefs at the restaurants are technically private chefs. They're privately owned and operated, so there we go. But it's a nice little story being told here, you know. Going from homeless, orphaned, street urchin kid to successful serial entrepreneur making hundreds of millions of dollars a year. It's not bad. It's a timeless tale for the ages, truly. The art itself isn't bad either. The art's pretty good. Although there's not really much of it. I mean, it's a single background that has various weather effects and stuff, which might be overlays or new images, I don't know. And then a couple characters, I guess. Well, one character, but a few different arts of that character. But what is here is nice enough looking. That or I'm just been playing it long enough to get Stockholm Syndrome, not certain, but, you know. I never noticed that the background kind of changes gradually throughout the year. It has little fade effects. Fade in and fade out effects. Which is cool. Oh yeah. But what we definitely know now It takes considerably longer to build up a company and work at that, build up a business empire to be able to buy a villa, than it does to complete all of high school, college, and then university. So, that's good to know. Well, like I said, this series is definitely kind of wrapping up soon. So while we're here, while I've got you here, presuming you are still here, I wouldn't blame you if you've left by this point. I mean, watching someone click on two particular buttons repeatedly, not necessarily the most exciting gameplay, but whatever. I guess might as well plug some of the other stuff on the channel. So, if you like these sort of life simulation sort of games, make sure to check out my Princess Maker 5 Let's Play. That's been going on for a little while now. It's going quite well. Fairly popular. Doing quite well on the channel. Lots of people seem to enjoy that. So, who knows? If you haven't checked it out yet, why don't you give it a look? You might like it. Especially if you like this, video and or game or whatever. And we're almost up to villa time. And don't forget to check out the other first looks that'll come out in the future. Generally like to do those. And just you never know. You might find something you like. Okay. We have all the businesses, all the education. One last purchase. A villa. Luxury villa by the sea is always a good idea. My own place to hide from city vanity. You gave the unfortunate girl to grow into a successful woman, to get a family and to shelter a poor dog. Sounds like a fairy tale. If you not remember the old rugs and beginning. Okay. I guess that message is as much of an ending as we get. Yeah, I don't know. Mildly underwhelming, I'm going to admit. But yeah, that's Ashley, the story of survival. Kind of less of a desperate struggle for survival towards the end there, and more of just kind of like keeping up with the Joneses. Let's buy a villa sort of ordeal, but hey, it's a good enough time waster. Yeah, guys. So I wouldn't have minded more of an ending. Yeah, just that one message. It's a bit underwhelming. But there we go. That's all the stuff that we did, apparently. And yeah, it's been fun playing this with you guys. I hope you check out some other stuff on the channel. But until next time, I've been Simicraft. I'll catch you in another video. Probably not actually the story of survival. Again, I think we've seen basically everything there is to see here. But perhaps something else. Goodbye. Oh, also here's the statistics.